Hello, welcome and welcome back. Whew. Okay, hello everybody, welcome back to episode 6 of the Stitching Tendencies podcast. My name is May, also known as 3 Stitches Short on Instagram and Ravelry. We have a lot going on and a lot to show. I am so super excited. So let's get into this. Today is Friday, July 15th. It's been 2 weeks since my last confession. I am drinking a Smirnoff blue raspberry cooler thingy. These things are delicious. I love them. Alright. So let's start with some admin-y things. I got a new website! I am so excited. So by the time this video gets edited and is up, my new site should be live. I've been working on it all day. It is a one-stop shop. It is my blog, it is my show notes, it is my patterns. It will also be my storefront. I had never really had many Etsy orders anyway, but in solidarity of the people who were seriously losing money because of what Etsy was doing, I put my shop on vacation and I just never opened it back up. Because I don't agree with Etsy making record profits year over year and literally having zero justification, zero additional benefits for raising their prices and raising their fees. So to counteract that, I'm just not putting my business on Etsy. I will be 3stitchesshort.com and it will be a one-stop shop. When you click the link below here to get the show notes, it will take you to a website that has the video embedded in it and the show notes underneath, and I can link absolutely everything. Oh, it's so amazing. I've been having so much fun these last couple days getting that ready. I can't wait for it to go live. With that, like I said, it's going to be a one-stop shop. The blog, the patterns, the show notes, the podcast itself. People who don't have Instagram will actually be able to follow my Instagram specifically because that is linked in there. It's just so amazing and so much fun, and I'm really, really excited. There's also forums, and there's even like groups and stuff like that. I am loving this. It is so much better than what I was trying to do. So there's that. I know in my last video there were some issues with the subtitling, closed captioning. I am still working to fix that. It's not saving appropriately for some reason. I don't know why I'm having issues. But I'm working with YouTube directly to get that well, I'm working with YouTube's email because, you never actually get a live person. But I'm working with them to get that fixed because I go in and I upload like my typed out, this is what I said, and it's not saving for some reason. So I'm working on that. For now, the auto-generated, please just enjoy those. When I can get my typed closed captioning back up, I will. Okay, let's see. So website and shop update, there's that. Trying to think. I'm like looking off into nowhere because I'm trying to think. I have a slightly different setup just to change it up. I kind of just shifted things down. Hopefully maybe it won't blow out some things as much. We'll see. I don't know what I'm doing. This is one giant poop show after another over here. So if you're here and you like it, thank you. Behind me, this is Bertha. I got extremely lucky when I started my crafting journey because she was my measurements. And I got her for a pretty darling good price. I think she was free. And she's actually sporting the cloak I made myself for my wedding, because I had an outdoor wedding at the end of October in Northeast Ohio. It was cold. So Bertha's wearing the cloak I made for my wedding. I don't remember the pattern. If I can find it, I will put something here. Just to let you guys know the name of the pattern and everything. But it was in Red Heart Soft. This was way back when I first started, I started crocheting for real in January of 2017. I made this in September of 2017 to wear to an October wedding, my wedding. So she's made with I think it's Red Heart Soft. The color I think was turquoise. I mean, obviously you can, turquoise and gray were my wedding colors. And I have her fully closed up, but I wore her more open during the actual ceremony and reception. So, and she's gorgeous. I love this cloak. I kind of want to make another one, maybe not such a loud shade of blue, even though I absolutely adore it. Her boobs are popping out, guys. Okay, no Janet Jacksons in my studio. Okay, I'll be honest, I have no notes. I've got nothing in front of me because I've been naughty. But let's go ahead and get started. I have four finishes that are knit and crochet. And then I have some awesome other finishes to share with you guys, and I am so excited. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Finished object number 1. Boom. These are on my medium blockers. They really ought to be on my large blocker, so they look a little funny. But I got a pair of socks. I love them, and I'm a little sad that they are not for me. These are for my mom. Her favorite color is purple, and this is Grape Fest by Happy Mermaid Yarn Co. on their MCN High Twist base. I've not soaked them or anything yet, but that will obviously come. I did them on 9-inch circular needles, cuff down, 64 stitches on a 2.5 millimeter. I did the rounded toe from the Rose City roller pattern and a cut-in heel. And the markers count my rows. Every 10 rounds gets a marker. So that is those, and I am so excited. I love them so much. Okay, whip number, or not whip, FO. Finished object number 2. Got them all in a bag here, and it's digging around. Okay, is this? And 2, 3, and 4 were starts and finishes. You guys have never seen this before, so I'm feeling kind of on top of it. This was the Wander wool. It's 100% acrylic from Furls Crochet. And I used the Ross hat pattern from Smells Like Yarn. And I absolutely love it. It fits really good, but it's still got, I knitted it a little long. I was trying to use all of the wool up, and so I knitted it a little longer than I probably should have. But I really like the way it fits. It's probably just going to be in my gift pile for Yule this year. But it's awesome. I knit a pattern with the needles and like stitch count and everything. So whatever Ross tells you to do that, and you'll get a hat like this. Except I knit like 2 inches longer, and it gave me more of a slouchy hat, and I absolutely love it. I will definitely be making more of these because I can make this in like literally one afternoon. The colorway, I thought I had the ball band right there. Apparently I don't. The colorway is Surf. Again, this is the Wander acrylic wool from Furls Crochet. And it makes like, I really like the wool. If you watch my last one, you know I did another hat in the other color. It was dragon fruit. And again, it had knots in it. This one, I was kind of naughty. I just left the knot there. I only got through one knot when I actually knitted this hat up, but I snipped the knot, and then I did a magic knot, and I just left it in there. I normally don't do that, but it's cheap acrylic anyway, and if I don't gift it by Yule, then I will be just donating it at the end of the year. So I'm not too concerned about knots. All right, now 3 and 4 are the same-ish thing. And yeah, okay, so this is number 3. Look at it. And this is just a cute little cowl that I have I can't speak right now. Let's fix that. More alcohol. Thank you. Okay, so this is a cowl pattern that I've designed, and I've already had my model do a photo shoot with it. I might add a couple of pictures here because my model is just so darn adorable. I'm offering it in 2 sizes. This is the teen/small size. And this is the adult size. That's the back. Okay, that's the pretty side. Okay, look at it. It's so cute. I mean, they both fit an adult, no problem. But this, I wanted just a little bit extra space in there. I'm a little claustrophobic around the neck. And in the winter, when you're adding all of those layers on, it just exacerbates me. So I made this a little bit more roomy just so it would not make me feel so claustrophobic. And I absolutely love it. This wool is Malabrigo Rios. I think the colorway was cyan. No, it's not. I lied. And I don't have the ball tag. It's not cyan, because I have cyan in a bag, and that's one of the things that I'm going to be working up here as another Yule gift. And I'm so sorry about my eye. My autoimmune has been acting up, and one of the biggest symptoms is dry eyes. So I feel like I'm constantly rubbing my eyes. I can't remember the name of this. I will try to put it here when I do the editing because I can look it up. This is the Harvest collection from Earth Yarns, and this is the colorway Blueberry. Y'all, they dyed this with blueberries. How cool is that? So I've got the design worked up, like I said, for the 2 different sizes. I will be writing it up tonight, and then I am going to be looking for test knitters, or test crocheters, I guess, in this case, who will work it up. It is a one skein friendly project, and I had leftovers from both. Obviously, I had more leftover from the teen small adult size than I did from the regular adult size, but you do have plenty left over from either size when you use a skein of worsted weight wool. All right, so the next 4 finished items I am so happy about. Okay, so some of you know this, some of my friends know this, some people who may watch me may know me if you've been chatting with me in some of the knit groups lately. My company is getting ready to force people back into the office without exception. And I was a permanent work from home employee back in 2015. I have been home from the office 7 years, and in that time I moved out of state. I don't have an office to go back to. And my manager was kind of telling me, if you don't live near an office, you'll have the option to move back to an area where you will be able to come into the office. I'm like, but that's not an option for me. And she kind of like is like giving me the heads up that if I'm not able to move, and they do in fact force everybody in my department back to the office, like she thinks that they're going to, because they're already testing it with several other departments. So if they do actually force my department back to the office like they are forcing everybody else, I might end up having to forfeit my position. That means I need a new plan. That means instead, what is that? Oh, that was not important, sorry. But that means I need a new plan. And so I decided to start dyeing wool. It's something I've kind of always wanted to do. And I thought this would be a great time to use the time I have left at my company to build up the capital and start my business. And that way I won't have to worry if I end up forfeiting my position after 8 years with the company. It won't matter, because I will have this to hopefully make more than that company ever paid me in the first place. So without further ado, I am going to announce my first 4 colorways that I have dyed. The first one, this is not working well. Okay. The first one is, that's a little lighter than it is in real life. That's a little more accurate. This is a very light pink. That's very blown out. Okay, there. That's actually pretty accurate. It's a very, very light pink that I am calling Unicorn. Now, the first couple skeins of the pink, I don't know how this happened, but they have a little bit of a purple boo-boo. It happens. I am still going to sell these ones, but they will be at a slightly discounted price to compensate for the fact that they are not absolutely perfect. And I have 2 of those. The second color is what I am calling Witchling, which I kind of named after the theme in our nursery. For Lucinda, with a name like Lucinda, she's definitely my little witchling. And this is just a very beautiful tonal purple. And I absolutely love this. And my third color, ooh, that's really bright. This is called Lagoon. I love it. It's a very clear turquoise, like, watercolor, and it absolutely reminds me of like mermaids in the lagoon, and just how beautiful and blue that water is. So those are the first 3 colors. Those are all tonals. I have 2 of each available, and when the website goes live, you should be able to see them. Now, the next one is my Pride and Joy, and I'm actually going to open it up for you guys. Look at it! Oh my god, this is so exciting. This was my first idea and what I bought those specific colors for. I absolutely love it. So I call this Buy Pride Every Day. I am going to do a Pride Every Day collection, because Pride isn't just 1 month. Pride is all year, every day, every minute, every hour, every second. And I just fully believe that we need to be our authentic selves 24/7, not just 1 month out of the year. So this is Buy Pride Every Day, and it is the Buy Pride flag colors, pink, purple, blue, which symbolizes obviously liking everything, liking everyone, boys and girls. I love it. It's totally representing myself and the community that I am a part of, and I absolutely love this. So let me just get this wound back up. I love it twisted like this. I'm like really excited to see this in a cake and then to see it knitted. I have 4 of these available. They did not come out exactly as I imagined. I think there's just a little too much bleeding in them. So I have a couple other things that I'm going to try as a way to counteract it and make it more what I want. But I do have 4 of these available, and they will be in the shop when I make that official update in the next day or so. And they're so cute. I love them. I really do love them. I just want to perfect them. I am a bit of a perfectionist. And I think that's why it took me so long to get my website redesigned, because I want it to be perfect, and if it's not going to be perfect, I sometimes just avoid doing it. But with this news from my company, it's not something that I can put off any longer. And it really lit a fire under my rear to get this done. So, buy Pride every day, Lagoon, Witchling, and Unicorn. These are the first 4 colors that will be available. Yeah, okay. Enough of that. Alright, on to whips. Give me 1 second. Okay, I'm trying to be a little more organized instead of like an utter poop show. Even if I don't have it all written down, I've got it all very well organized over here in like little bags. So, I mean, it's a step. Okay, so on to whips. Whip number 1. Dun 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 dun. I have a hoe. I like my hoe. She's a pretty hoe. She's a new hoe. And I did a new heel. So when I first started sock knitting, I did a heel flap and gusset because that's what Marley Bird taught in her knit sock class, my first sock or something like that. And I was happy with it, and I liked it. And I think I have a couple pairs with heel flap and gussets around here somewhere. But I quickly learned that I had to count my rounds to know when to start my heels, and I like to knit while I'm at work and when I'm in the car and when I'm taking the 3-year-old to dance class, and literally any moment that I can, I'm knitting. And so I started doing the cut-in heel, which is what's on the Grape Fest socks. Oh, you know what? Okay, I'll show those in a second. So with the Grape Fest socks and the Harpy socks 1, which you'll see in a second, I did cut-in heels. But with Harpy socks 2, I did the shadow wrap heel. This is a tutorial available from Earth Tones Girl. She did it in her No Fear sock tutorial series. And I just, first of all, she is amazing. Denise is so great in how she teaches, how calm she is. Like, her voice is just so soothing. I absolutely love it. I'm kind of like, I wish I could be soothing like that, but girl, I'm too high energy. Like, I've got way too much energy to be that calm. So, but I was able to follow her tutorial very easily and accomplish the shadow wrap heel, and she's giving away that knowledge for free. Her No Fear sock knitting course is free on YouTube, and that is just so amazing. Now, on the flip side of that, I totally believe in supporting the designers, so I did also go to Ravelry and buy her Socksploration pattern. The Socksploration pattern is a fairly low-cost pattern, and it's a pretty vanilla basic sock pattern. You know what, I think this might even be like fully a Socksploration pattern without even realizing it, because I do the 2x2 ribbing, and I do a rounded toe. With that said, the only piece that was missing was the heel. And so I learned that, and I'm so happy and excited with it. Now, I did do 9-inch circular needles cuffed down, but I did this on a size 1, which is a 2.25 millimeter needle, and it's still too big. So there's a little bit going on with me When I started sock knitting, I did the long tail cast on, and I had to use a 2.5mm needle to get it up over my heel. That might have just been because I was fat and pregnant. I don't know. But after I delivered the baby and switched to German twisted cast on and started trying to wear the socks that I had made while I was pregnant, I learned that my pregnant feet are just much bigger than my non-pregnant feet. And so I am trying to find a new recipe that works for me when I'm not pregnant. And so I was like, okay, I'll just go down a needle size, get a little bit of a tighter gauge. That did not work too well because they are still a bit too big. So I'm gonna go down. I'm going to the shop probably tomorrow to pick up some size 0 needles, and I will try to do that and see if that makes enough of a difference for me, because I like this gauge, but I also wouldn't be mad if it was a little bit tighter anyway. So I'm gonna try that. So this is sock 1. 'Tis a hoe. I like hoes. She's got hoes in different area codes. Alright, that was off tune, off beats, and like, I can't sing, but I love it, so y'all are gonna get over it. And here I am on the second one. Now these are actually what I started for sock week. So I accomplished sock week, y'all. That is huge. Oh, and the purple socks are sock number 1 for summer sock camp. It's actually my first pair of socks. We're like halfway through the second month and I just finished the first pair. It's fine. But this is sock number 2 for Harpy Socks 2. That's what in my little journal, that's what I've called these, Harpy Socks 2. And that's because the main color, excuse the wool condom, the main color is Harpy by Lolo Did It. And this is on the Everyday Sock, which is a 75-25. It is my favorite base. I love 75-25 wool. And then the contrast is Wonderland Heather by Knit Picks. It's a Knit Pick stroll. Alright, that's enough of a tirade on that. Or, not really a tirade, more of a rant. Okay. Whip number 2. I know you guys are probably asking, well, if that was Harpy Sock number 1, or number 2, where's Harpy Socks number 1? They are here. Look at those. So these ones I originally casted on for myself, and in getting to a certain point, that's where I realized that my old sock recipe is just simply too big for myself. So I switched the plan and I made these for Mom. And they are a 64 stitches, 2.5mm cuff down, 9-inch circular needle, and they are all set up and ready for their heels. And I will probably try to do that tonight. I put too much on myself at one time, always. That's just how I am. So when I say I'll do that tonight, it's probably not happening tonight, but it'll get done. So these ones are the Wonderland Heather Stroll Cuff, Harpy by Lolo Did It, and then Grape Fest in the toe, and then I'm going to use Grape Fest in the heel as well. So, there is that. Oh, I'm sorry. Harpy 2 is living in my Harry Potter bag from Knit for Brains. And Harpy Sock 1 has taken place in Grape Fest bag in my little knick-knack knits owl bag. I love it. It's two of my favorite colors, like aqua turquoisey and like fuchsia type pink. I love those colors. So all right, whip number 3. This is a test knit that I am doing for Lolo Did It. This is the socks. The sock pattern is called Dumbledore's Army. It's currently in the testing stages. I have done both cups. These are 2.25 millimeter 9-inch circular needles. And I think that's all I'm gonna say about, you know, how I'm doing it. They are gonna be done cuffed down. I believe the pattern is a heel flap and gusset heel. And I am using Forget Me Nots from the Lolo Did It Outlander collection. And I've already measured, and that should be plenty. And then the main color is Fraser's Ridge, also from the Lolo Did It Outlander collection. And I just think that those are absolutely gorgeous together. So these will be done by the 27th. My goal, I think, going forward is I got the cuffs done. I think I'm going to do like one section per day. So leg, leg, heel, heel, foot, foot, toe, toe. Or I might, maybe. I don't know how I'm going to do it. But that's how I like to work socks. But sometimes I have to do, depending on if I don't know. If I do that, I have to separate my skein, and I don't know if I want to do that. I might do like the body of one and then the body of the other when the first one's done with the toe. That way I don't have to pull from the outside and I don't have to separate the skein. That's probably what I'll do. But this is living in my Knit for Brains bag. This is a cute little red, white, and blue Minnie Mouse, Minnie and Mickey. I like Minnie and Mickey. That's why I got it. I'm not really a whole red, white, and blue person, but I like Minnie and Mickey, so I got it. All right, whip number 4. I cast it on and am in the body of a Musselburgh hat. I am doing the adult medium size, and I am using 3.5 millimeter needles. And okay, so this is a little bit of an acquisition. Look at this clamshell. Where's the thing? There it is. Look at that clamshell. I love it. That clamshell Progress Keeper came in my this month's parcel from Arkansas Yarn Co. You'll see the wool I got with that later, but it came with 2 stitch markers. It came with 2 stitch markers, a coconut sugar or coconut salt scrub. Promptly gave that to my mom. I do not like coconut. You guys probably remember the last time I opened something coconut on here. I'm like, yikes, that's going away. And there was some issues. Some people, me included, the salt scrub opened in transit, and so like there was coconut oil all over the parcel. Thankfully it didn't ruin the wool, but I did have to set it outside to like help dissipate the coconut smell. And I might give it a bath before I actually use it. But this, oh, I love this. This is 100% me. I love anything and everything mermaid. So I'm just gonna raise this up. I put the progress keepers on there just so I could like make sure I had a progress keeper with some of my whips, but I did the whole increase and I'm working on the body. I'm a little bit behind of where I wanted to be, but I mean, I did like 4 finished objects, almost 5 if you count Harpy Socks 1, and I got a hoe out of Harpy Socks 2, so I've done a lot of knitting. This is by the Moonlight Studios in Blue Raspberry. This is the one she custom dyed me a second skein because I gave away the first one. Alright, there it is. It's beautiful. My eye is killing me, so I'm gonna try to rush through a lot of this. Yay, medical issues. I mean, it's a muscle burra. I do a lot of these. You'll see a lot of them. So, alright, and this is living in my Knit for Brains Gilmore Girl bag. I absolutely love this. Okay. Whip number 5 is my second muscle burra. Again, this is 3.5 millimeter needles. This is using the other, and I was just told like this pretty sea glass stitch marker. I just found out from watching another podcaster, like that's the shape of Arkansas. It's a raisin shape made to look like sea glass of Arkansas. That's really cool, and I'm a little disappointed in myself that I didn't put that together right away. Let me move this marker up real quick. Okay, so this wool it's a trap. This is the June colorway of the Lolo Did It Star Wars Club. It's very cute. I do love it. I am excited to knit this up, and I'm excited that I have a club that both months so far, I just got notification that the 3rd month has shipped, but so far both months I knew exactly what I was gonna make, who it was gonna be for, and it's been getting done. The first one being the orange muscle burra that I did last month, and look at it. I love it. It's great. Okay. And this was living in another Knit for Brains bag. I love these bags. These are great bags for single skein projects. I love the drawstrings because they don't like have zippers that snag on anything, and I literally take them and I just double knot them around the strap of my crossbody purse, and I can literally take this with me anywhere and everywhere. Oh, you got a couple minutes after you've ordered your lunch? Pull out the knitting. Oh, you got some extra time because the toddler wants 10 extra minutes on the swings? Got some knitting. So I'm very, very excited, and I love that I literally have these bags that I can take anywhere and everywhere with my knitting. So exciting. Okay. Last whip for today, because I'm only showing the whips that I actually worked on. So whip number 6 for today. Bloop, bloop. This is my love note. Sorry, I couldn't think for a second. This is my love note, and my my provisional cast on started coming undone because of the toddler. So I just put it on needles instead, just so it'd be a little more secure for myself. But I've got the lace done. I've got it separated for sleeves, and I've got about 2 inches of the body done. So it's only got about 3.5 inches left until I do the short rows and then finish up the body. So I'm not quite as done as I thought I would be at this point. Again, 3 surprise finishes. But I am still doing very, very good. I definitely think I'll be finishing this month. I don't think it'll take me any longer than this month to get this done, and that makes me very, very happy. So here she is. This is my love note. She's all scrunched up. She looks small, but I promise she's not. You know what I'm gonna do? So this is interesting. This is one of the products that we are going to offer. I am going to offer. I loved the barber cords when I first bought them. They were great. They allowed me to try on my my items, but they don't stay very well on the needles. They stayed on a little bit better than the pearl strings, but just for example, to demonstrate, this green is the barber cord that I actually purchased from my local wool shop, and I've got it on there as high up as I can manage to get it. And like, yeah, it's got a good hold to it, but it can be pulled off with a bit of force. I've got toddlers. That's not okay with me. And so I did some research and I found a product that's very, very similar, but it's more durable. And I cannot pull that off. Like, it's not happening. So this is the product that we are going to offer in our shop, and you have to like use your nail to lift it off. It's a little bit thicker, and I did the measurements. They are, the barber cords and the pearl strings are the same measurements. So our cords are a little bit thicker. They have a little bit of a wider diameter. The barber cords have a 1 millimeter diameter. My cords have a 1.5 millimeter diameter. Pearl strings, like I said, are the exact same measurements as barber cords. My strings have a 1.5 millimeter as a diameter, so they will work up to a 1.5 millimeter needle. They will work. But the other thing is that because the tip is a little bit bigger, or the hole is a little bit bigger, they work on tips that are bigger. Like that, I'm using 6 millimeter needles for this, I think. Yeah, this is a US 10. This is a 6 millimeter needle. And again, you have to physically pull with your nail to get them off. And I personally love that because it's more durable. And when you have littles running around and things sometimes, you know, run amok, I don't want my knitting to come out. That is the bottom. Look at that. I'm putting it on the wrong side. So I have these. And these just came in. That's why my sleeves are not already on these cords. Otherwise they would be, absolutely. These literally just came in. I'm going to offer them in 2 different sizes. I'm gonna have them in a size small, which will be 2.5 millimeter. It'll be 2.5 millimeter stop, rewind me. It's going to be 2 half-meter cuts and 1 meter cut. Now, because they are thicker, they do get a little stucky when you're going onto the needle. You have to be a little more, you know, rough with it to get them onto the string. And that's just because the string is thicker itself, so they're, you know, and then once you get going, it's usually pretty easy. So they're thicker, so they're more durable. You're going to have less accidents, less, you know, that. And so you see, they just slide very easily over. And then if you wanted to slide back, you would just slide back. They slide back on no problem at all. And I needed something a little more durable, and I wasn't happy with the way barber cords worked for me. So I searched for a product that I liked better, and I will be selling these. Like I said, they'll come in 2 sizes. The size small will be 2 half-meter and 1 meter cuts, so you'll get 3 cords. And then the second one will be 2 full meters and 1 2-meter, and that will be the size large. I am going to have 5 colors. I'm going to have what I'm going to call this Sea Breeze. I am going to have the same green apple color that you can get from barber cords. I have the same color. I also have a beautiful purple color. And then I've got purple, I've got blue, I've got green, I've got pink, and I've got gray. So there's literally something for everybody. And I love them. I hope you do too. Sorry, I'm just finishing putting this. Even though I know it's secure, I am still like overly cautious, but like, look at that. Like, it's okay. There we go. Okay, so there they are, and I'm going to just pop that off, and there's my needles back, and then just spread this out a bit so that it doesn't look as bunched up as it felt. Okay. And my favorite part about these is because they are just rubber silicone, you can tie them. Okay, so there is that. And that there. Now it doesn't look so child-sized. All right. Bum, bum, bum. This, again, is my love notes. For those who are seeing it for the first time, I am using Till We Meet Again by Trilogy Yarn on her MCNDK base. I absolutely love this. So great. Nancy was such a doll, and she, like, literally dyed it up so fast for me. And now that I know how much work goes into dyeing, I'm like, oh my god, that's amazing that you did that and did it so fast. All right, and this is living in my flamingo bag by Knick Knack Knits. I meant for this to be my PTA bag, but it actually fits like all my whips in it at the same time, so it might just be my permanent whip bag. I really like it. It's my other cord. Okay, so that is all of my whips, and we are less than an hour for everything that I've knit on. Like, that's amazing because I've been doing a lot. 4 finished objects, one pair of socks that just needs heels, a hoe, and like 4 other things. That's crazy. 3 of which are new cast-ons. So I've done a lot this last couple weeks. Whew. Okay, so next little bit, we are going to do acquisitions. I got my Yarnable box. Now, I did already open this, and the theme this month was picnic basket. And so it came with 2 of these red gingham napkins. Now, I'm not a picnic person. I'm not an outdoor person, like, at all. So I think what I'm probably going to do is just turn these into a project bag or 2. Because it came with 2 of them. I have no use for these type of napkins. I do use cloth napkins, but I have my own. I have a very specific material that I like. So I will probably be turning these into a couple of project bags. And then it also came with a bamboo cutlery set. They came in this cute little bag. It's a good day to have a good day. I think that's what it says. It's a good day for a good day. I love this. It's just a cute little saying. I don't know what I'm going to use it for, but I'm going to use it for something because that's adorable. But Lilith stole the bamboo cutlery. She thought they were cool and they were bamboo, so I'm like, yeah, sure, you can have that. That's fine. And then it also came with this Life's a Picnic. P is for picnic. What is this? It's a recipe card. Oh my god, my brain. Goodness. Okay, so P is for picnic is the name of the recipe. And it looks like it's a soup. Peas, chicken broth, bring it to a boil, reduced heat, 7 minutes, cool for 30 minutes, combine all the ingredients in a bowl, add spinach before serving. It looks like it's some sort of pea soup. I don't know. I probably won't make it. I don't cook. I don't belong in a kitchen. I don't like it. I am very, very fortunate that my mother lives with me currently. Her apartment flooded in Arizona back in like June, July time frame last year, and so I moved her out here. Admittedly, before she moved in with me, we ate out a lot. I don't cook. I don't like it. I don't belong in a kitchen. I get hurt for no reason. So I'll probably never make this recipe. But it's cute. I love the red gingham. It's very Lori Holt looking. Okay, so the part you guys probably actually care about, the wool. I love these little bags that we get for the Yarnable clubs. I actually use them as gift bags, because they will fit like a hat or a cowl or even like a skinny scarf, and like some other small items will actually fit really easily in this. And so I use them for gift bags. They're fun. But look at this. This is a brilliant red tonal. It's got gorgeous color return. The colorway is called Picnic Basket, and it's going again with that like red gingham theme throughout the basket. I think I know who this is for already. And I think it's gonna be another Musselburgh, or half of a Musselburgh. So this person I want to honor with pride, and so I think I'm going to knit them. I've got some earth yarns left over. That's 75.25, and this is 85.15. So I've got like the Rainbow Earth self-striping wool, and their favorite color is red, so I might knit them like a two-sided musselburgh. So there is that. Now the other wool that I only got 2 skeins of wool in the last 2 weeks. I'm very proud of myself, for the record. And this came in my Sock Yarn Society box. I showed you the 2 stitch markers that came with it, and like I said, the salt scrub went to my mom. But this is called Living the Salt Life, and it's a very pretty, like, peacocky, corally type color, shrimp color maybe. And it's on the Yummy Plush base, which is 85.15. And it's just absolutely gorgeous. I love it. It's so pretty. Lilith has, of course, already claimed it, so I might make her and Lucy something matchy-matchy. I don't know. Alright, so the rest of what I got is from my local cross-stitch store. And we got a few of these 10-count Zweigart vintage cloth by Lori Holt of Bee in My Bonnet, and the color is burlap. I got these for these very specific patterns that they released. I think it was on St. Patrick's Day. They released a video on how to make these little baskets with the 10 count and a lining. And I'm like, oh, that's so cute. But I had to special order the fabric, and the fabric just came in. And I love Fat Quarter Shop, but I choose to support small business and local business. I'm not saying I don't order from Fat Quarter Shop, but I try to give my business to my local community. So they were able to special order these for me from Riley Blake Designs. And yeah, they're adorable, and I can't wait to knit these up. These are gonna go so fast. There's 10 counts. Like, that's so big. For reference, I normally stitch on 16 counts. So that's huge. I got, oh, look at this. Okay, so it came in 2 cuts because that's what they had. But this is Fabric Flare. My goodness. This is a 1/4 yard, and this is a fat 1/8. I think this is a fat 1/4. No, this is, yeah, it might be about, it's about a fat 1/4. Ooh, there's a thread that just came loose there. Okay. Yeah, I would say that's probably about a fat 1/4. But look at it. It's so gorgeous. So this is Fabric Flare. And this is a very pretty purple. I got the first piece I got was because of the Boo Mystery Stitch Along that's going on right now. And I needed a piece for that. But I really loved the fabric so much, I just got everything they had in stock because it's going to be perfect for my little witchling theme that I have around the changing table. So it's going to be just some fun little witchling themed cross stitches with a purple background. Now it is 16 count. I believe that's an Aida. I can't see very well in this lighting, but it looks like an Aida. If it's not actually an Aida, it is an even weave. I do not stitch on linen. I am too blind for that. All right. So then they did get some Fat Quarter Shop stuff in. And so I got both of these. I love them. I needed more cross stitch bags. Excuse the crinkly. Okay. So I got the mint green. Nope, I just hit the camera. Sorry. And then I also got the baby pink. And these are designed by Lori Holt with Be in My Bonnet. I believe they're produced. Oh, they are an It's So Emma exclusive, so they did come directly from Fat Quarter Shop. Okay. And then, you know, since I was there, oh yeah, so the Sock Yarn Society also came with a signature cocktail, and it is vodka. So I will be saving this and making it sometime soon. Maybe next time this is what we'll be drinking. Let's see, what do I need? Sprite, grapefruit juice. Yeah, I can do this. This is easy. I think this is what we'll be drinking next time. Look at that. That's so cute. Lori, thank you for the beverage ideas. Okay. But since I was already there, I got the Square Dance set by Heart and Hand. It came as 4 separate patterns. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Now, what I liked about this and why I got this set over, let's say, the Celebrate, a year celebrations or whatever Heart and Hand calls it, is this right here. Right here. It's very hard to be proud to be in my country when my country is taking my rights away. And I've felt this way for a minute. And in cross stitch, it seems like anything that's summer or July themed is all red, white, and blue Star Spangled Banner. And if you like that, that's great. I love that for you. It's not for me. I've never really been a red, white, and blue Star Spangled Banner type person. I will sport the colors on the actual holiday, but I don't want to decorate my entire house with it. It's not me. And so in the other Heart and Hand year-long things, a lot of them are Star Spangled, red, white, and blue themed. Again, if that's what you like, that is great for you. It's not for me. And this collection does not have anything. The other thing that I really like is for April and March, which are the 2 months that Easter can fall in, there's no crosses. Again, if you like that, that's great for you. I'm a pagan witch. I don't celebrate Easter in the traditional American way. We celebrate Ostara, which is about the goddess of fertility, which is why we have bunnies and eggs. And we celebrate that with the spring equinox. And so bunnies and eggs and stuff like that, that's cute. If those were on here, I would have been fine because those are just seasonal spring fertility things. But I'm very, very glad that there aren't like obvious Christian undertones. And sometimes in cross stitch, because of the demographic of who cross stitches, that can be something that is sometimes unavoidable. And I'm so glad that they had an option that suited my desire to not have that. So thank you, heart and hand, for that. All right, enough of the soapbox. Last thing that I got is I did get my stitch cards from Bee in My Bonnet. This is another Lori Holt, and I love these. These are absolutely adorable, aren't they? Oh my goodness. I love it. I will definitely be stitching these up soon. I've got some lingering cross-stitch projects I should probably pay attention to, but you know, as soon as I have time, I'm gonna be doing those. I'll never have time. I don't know what I'm thinking, buying more patterns, but you know, I'm crazy. 3 stitches short of enough bow. Alright, so I'm putting this in here. And that is it. So if you come for the knitting and that's all you care about, thank you. Bye. Mwah. Love you. You're dismissed. If you stay for the craziness that is my life, wow, do we have a good one. Okay, so I kind of went into a little bit about my work already. I am just coming back from maternity leave, and this was the news I came into. I've had 2 shifts back because when I came back part-time. I have yet to even be able to get into the computer, which is I love IT. They're so helpful. Yeah. Let's see what else is going on in life. Oh, I met with my rheumatologist. It's been a minute. She got my Benlysta approved. She got it done. We're gonna do the injections this time. My nurse who did my infusions apparently retired. And I really didn't want to get comfortable with a new nurse. So she gave me the option to do at-home injections weekly instead of monthly infusions. So that's what we're going to try. I'm hoping that because it's more frequent and the doses are less, that it won't make me as sick, maybe. My doctor knits. I learned that. And in the conversation, you know, we're talking about me starting up my wool dyeing business and my online shop, and she is putting me in contact with somebody who used to own a local wool shop, and she ran the shop successfully for many, many years. It only closed because she retired. So that's amazing. My appointment was probably only supposed to be 20 minutes. We were there talking for like an hour. I love my rheumatologist. She's amazing. Let's see. What else is going on life-wise? I don't know. We haven't really been doing much. My niece has her graduation. My niece graduated from high school. So we have her graduation party tomorrow. I also have a friend's birthday party tomorrow. I haven't done much of anything. I've been home. I've been knitting. I have to go to the wool shop tomorrow morning. That's not going to be optional. I have to go get my needles came in. I ordered some special needles for the for a blanket I'm going to be casting on if I ever finish my husband's Game Boy blanket. Oh yeah, so that thing, whew, it's been on my list. I have not touched the thing. It's been 2 weeks I haven't touched it. I didn't touch either of my Stephen West shawls this time around. As you can tell, I didn't show them. But I had 4 finished objects. It's fine. Okay, reading still hasn't been happening. I keep saying I'm gonna read. Oh, no, you know what? I did start a book. It's called The Divorced Billionaire Heiress. I think that's correct. It's on one of those app thingies from Facebook. They send you, like, they have you read a chapter on Facebook, and then you're like, oh god, I'm hooked. And you download it, and you spend way too much money on a book that seems to go on forever, and you keep having to buy coins. That's what I've been reading. It's actually pretty good. I don't know the gist. Oh, my eyes are really itchy. I don't know the gist of it too much yet. But, like, this girl pretended to be a nobody and worked in this guy's office, and she's RH null. And so she convinces him to marry her on the premise that she would donate blood to like this guy's dead friend's wife or something like that. But like the person she's donating the blood to is like taking advantage of her, and like the family was absolutely horrible to her. I don't know all the information. I'm only like 2% in, and it's got like 2,000 chapters. That's ridiculous. And it's just like going and going and going on and on and on. And I'll probably read it because that's the kind of person I am. Completionist. But I like the story, and it's like, it's good like when I'm trying to go to bed. But that's pretty much all I've been reading. Watching, my husband and I have continued watching the MCU. We are watching What If. I think that's all we've watched. We've watched like half of the series of What If. And I cried with the Chadwick Boseman episode because I recently found out that's the last thing he recorded before he died, and oh, my feels. Yeah. Let's see. As far as I know, I still have the right to make coffee for my husband, so that's a perk of being American. It's not funny. It's not. But if I don't make a joke, I'm gonna cry. Yeah. So, I've been boring. I went to a couple doctor's appointments. I did my knitting. I got some supplies in for my cords. I'm waiting on some other supplies, both dye wise, wool wise, for that side of things, and the other color options that I have for these. And then I did, before I forget, so I did buy some cords, like when I was looking for proper products. I did buy these cords, and I have them in like 4 colors, and y'all, these are literally the exact same thing as the, look at that. These are the exact same thing as the barber cords. Purple is what I purchased. Green is the barber cord brand. And they're the exact same thing. When I do my pull test, they come out the exact same. Now, I don't want to just be out the money. Obviously, I'm starting a business, so I will still list them for sale. They are going to be a little bit cheaper just because they're not what I'm going to carry. on the regular basis. And that is strictly a personal choice. I prefer the more durable, and I'm not going to regularly stock and sell things that I won't use myself. So, okay, we're at almost an hour and a half. I think I'm going to end it here. So, before I go, I just want to show you, this is the barber cords. They come in these little round 10s that screw on. These are my littler cords. They are the exact same thing as the barber cords, like material, durability, everything. And look at my containers. I love these little containers. Oh my god. I love hearts. If you know anything about me, hearts and moons are like my thing. So I'll be packaging my cords in the hearts. They're adorable. I love them. But yeah. Okay, my eyes are killing me. Yay, autoimmune. I'm gonna stop it here. Thank you again if you made it this far. Love you all. See you out. Bye.